everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name is Naima and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. And today's video is going to be a book haul video, but before we get into all of that, we have some updates. Number one, we're back at home for the summer with my bookshelves. Very excited to be home. Do not like school. I mean, I like school, I like college, but the actual schoolwork is exhausting and I'm very excited to be home. I've been home for about 2 weeks now and it's just been go, 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 go. I had a concert to go to. I had to take care of my dogs. It was just a lot. And yeah, so the last couple of videos that you saw, I actually pre-filmed before I went home. And that's what you guys saw, those 2 recommendation videos. Number 2, I have not been really buying books like that. I want to say for over a year now, I just don't spend as much money as I used to on books, and it's probably because I'm a college student and I'm like, would I rather eat today or buy this new book? I'm just kidding, it's really not that dire, but I feel like I'm better with my money now, which like younger me or me when I first started the book channel, every week I'd have like a huge stack of books. It was also in the dead of quarantine as well, so I was just like, I would bring my tote bag, a big mask, a big water bottle, and I would be thrifting books, going through it like that. I just became obsessed and I was like, this isn't practical. This isn't the way to live my life. I do love going book shopping, but I just don't do it as much anymore. And for that reason, I don't have as many books as I typically would to share with you guys today. The reason why I'm filming this is, number 1, I have no other ideas. Number 2, I like to film these to keep track of my books, and I know that Book Bonanza is next month in June, and I know that I'll be spending so much money on books. So I figured I would do this one as like kind of like a spring little book haul, and then you guys will obviously get a Book Bonanza vlog and then a Book Bonanza book haul, because I am planning on spending a lot of money. A lot of my favorite authors will be there, so yeah, it's just gonna be a lot. Super exciting. So I wanted to film this book haul before I go crazy then. But yeah, there's your little check-in. I started work last week and that has been super crazy and also really fun. It's the same job that I had last year. But yeah, enough of this long ass intro. Let's get into the books that I recently hauled. I am very excited to share them all with you guys. Let me know if you've read any of them. I have read some of them, so I'll give you guys my thoughts as I pull them up. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this book haul. Okay, so the most recent book that I hauled is actually one that I found at a thrift store. My friend was visiting and I decided to take her to my favorite thrift stores. She has no good thrift stores where she lives, and she like is around the area that I go to school in, and I was like, okay, you've got to go to my thrift stores, they are amazing. And I found this here. I never really look at the books there because, let's be real, they're usually historical romances, which I don't mind, but not always that I'm in the mood for. So I randomly checked that day and I saw It Ends With Us, I saw Normal People, and I also saw People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. There we go, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This was $3.49. People rave about this book. I remember reading Beach Read in 2020 and really enjoying it, but then sometimes I go back and forth in my mind and I'm like, did I enjoy it? I remember actively reading it and enjoying it, but it didn't like have a hold on me like the hold that Emily Henry has on other people. But I'm excited to try her again. I know Happy Place just came out and people love that book, so I think I'm gonna read People We Meet on Vacation first and then Happy Place, and who knows, I might vlog it and you guys can get my full reactions to Emily Henry and all of that goodness. I believe People We Meet on Vacation is about 2 best friends who always vacation together and then something happens to tear them apart. They originally met on vacation. Yes, they had a falling out and now they're back in the same vacation spot, and I think they're working through their issues, or I have no idea. I just know that they're besties and it's friends to lovers and they go on vacation together. So a lot of this is PR. Some of it I bought for myself, but I feel like majority of it is PR or an author sent it to me. So I think I'm gonna do the books that the author sent to me first. I freaking hate my mail people on campus, like at my apartment complex. They suck, and my mail will sit there and I don't even know that it's arrived, and especially it's annoying with PR. It's one thing if I ordered something, then I could be like, okay, I see that this is coming, it says it's delivered, give me my things that I ordered. But when it's PR, like I don't know when it's coming. So a lot of this stuff I have found months later when I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up mail, and they hand me like 3 packages and I'm like, this is from December. And so I'm talking about Anastasia by Sophie Lark. She sent this to me in December when it came out, I believe, and I just got it before I left for the summer, and I was so pissed off. I was like, are you kidding me? But yeah, thank you so much, Sophie. I love Sophie Lark. She's one of my favorite authors ever, and I did start Anastasia when it first came out, but I wasn't in the fantasy mindset. I was in the fantasy mood, so I put it down, and I want to save this for when I'm super feeling like very fantasy romantic-y. People really like this book, what I've heard. I know that is polarizing because some people, this was Sophie Lark's first like fantasy book, so I believe the last thing I heard was that she's planning on making a little series in the same world, so hopefully they get better. But I think that I will like this. It's just massive, as you can see, and I really need to be in the right headspace when I read this. Thank you so much, Sophie. I guess it's like an Anastasia reimagining or retelling. I really don't know anything about the Anastasia story or much about this book. I try to read the back of it right now, and I'm like, I don't understand. You see, like, I just have to be fully in gear to read this. All the last, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Sophie. And yeah, I will let you guys know when I read this. Hopefully it's soon. Next up, we have Fuel the Fire by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I own some of the books, as you can see here, and I really wanted to own Fuel the Fire because this is the book that I am currently on, and I wanted to actually read it physically because I want to do a reading vlog where I wrap up the series. I have Fuel the Fire, the next Reich and Daisy book, and then Some Kind of Perfect, and then I'm finished with that series. And so I think I'm gonna vlog it because I do love this series, and I just feel like I'll cry because I just love it so much, and I keep like putting it off, but I need to do it, and I want to vlog it this summer for you guys. But yeah, this is Rose and Connor's second book in the Calloway sister series. They have their daughter now. I really don't know what the conflict is in this book. Rose and Connor definitely are my favorite couple in the series, so I've just been like holding off with this one, but I think it's finally time for me to just get into it and read it and love it. I loved Kiss the Sky so much. It ended up being my favorite book of 2021, so hopefully this gives me all the things that I need it to give. And yeah, I look out for a vlog coming soon where I wrap up the series. Hopefully I can get the strength to do it soon for you guys. Next up, we have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. HarperCollins actually sent this to me, so thank you so much, HarperCollins. I have already showed this in a video, I believe, probably my March or February wrap up, but this is Tessa Bailey's most recent book. I believe the second book in the series comes out in June, and I'm very excited. This was so good. It was not as good as It Happened One Summer. Did I expect it to be? I expected it to be better, which is fine. I know, comes and goes, but I did really love this book so much. It has like secret admirer letters. Our heroine has been obsessed with the hero for many years, since high school, and they both live in the same small town in Napa. And then he goes away to college, comes back, and her obsession is kind of like fueled again, and she works for him. So good. It's such a cute romance, and it just is such Tessa Bailey vibes. I don't know how to explain it. I love her, and I really love this one. Okay, so the next book was actually sent to me from Nikki in Bookland. I love Nikki so much. Nikki, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited to meet you at Book Bonanza this year. But this is what my dog did to it. I'm gonna show you guys. It's Savage Hearts by J.T. Dysinger. Yeah, my dog completely like just went crazy one day when I wasn't home. It looks much worse in person, I promise you. Yeah, I was pissed. Yeah, I was pissed. And so I was like, Mom, this dog and I are gonna have issues if she continues to do things to my like new shoes that I just got. She ate them. She's a puppy, so I get it. We're getting her into puppy training, but I was pissed off because don't mess with my books. So my mom was like, I'll just buy you another one. So she got me a non-dog eaten version of Savage Hearts. I just put Nikki's note in this one. I am still gonna keep this because I feel weird throwing it away. Like, you don't throw away books, I feel like. And also I feel weird about giving it away, so who knows. It's just on my shelves with my other J.T. Dysinger books. But Savage Hearts is the third book in the Queens of Monsters series. This series has become one of my absolute favorites, and I really love this book. Our hero is promised to the heroine's sister. He just can't deny that he actually likes the sister instead of who he's supposed to marry. And it is so good, so hot, and the tension in here is just incredible. J.T. Dysinger writes really great chemistry and tension, and it just frustrates you and makes you want to throw the book. And yeah, the series as a whole is just so solid, and I'm so grateful that Nikki sent me this book to grow my collection. I have one more to get, and I'm very excited to own them all. So thank you so much, Nikki. And the last books that I have to show you guys is All Pure from Valentine PR. Thank you so much, Valentine PR. I love them. Ignite by Melanie Harlow. I actually did show you guys this in one video, maybe it was like a TBR video. This is another case of, they sent me this like back in the fall and I got it towards the end of the school year, so naturally I was pissed off with my mail people. Next year I'm definitely gonna have a conversation with them because I'm living in the same apartment complex. Like, you need to let me in there and look for my own mail, or you need to be on it because this is not cool and I feel so dumb. Like, I was so embarrassed sending Sophie Lark a message in May talking about thank you so much for Anastasia. The book came out in December. I mean, really? And then same thing with this. Like, I just get super embarrassed. Friends with some people from Valentine PR and they're like, girl, we sent you that like months ago. And I'm like, it's so embarrassing. But yeah, they sent me Ignite by Melanie Harlow. I actually have read this book and it was so much fun. He's a single dad. He has 2 little girls. He's a firefighter. She is the next door neighbor. She moves in and they don't really get off on the right foot right away. And one day her fire alarm goes off and he rushes into her place. It's just because she was taking a shower and like the steam, I guess, I don't know. And he sees her naked, and from there, there's so much chemistry. She wants him to give in so badly, but he just will not. He's like, no, I can't. Also, it's an age gap as well, which is always so much fun. And so she really has to push him to just give in. And I found that I really love that in romance books where the girl has to do all the convincing and he's like getting weak in the knees, like just can't help himself. Yeah, I really love this book. I believe I rated it at 4.5 stars, and yeah, this edition is so stunning. Very excited to read more from Melanie Harlow because I really enjoyed the books that I've read from her so far. Next up, we have Promise Me Always by A.L. Jackson. Like I said, this is another book from Valentine PR. I believe this is a more like darker-ish, maybe not dark, but more serious in tone romance book. I think we have a single father and he gets his kids taken away from him, and then our heroine offers to fake marry him so he can get his kids back, and that's really the extent that I know of this book. I'm very excited and I've heard so many good things about this one though, so hopefully it delivers what needs to be delivered. I think it will. I've also never read anything from A.L. Jackson before, so I'm excited to see if I like her and she could be a new potential favorite author. Yeah, this is, I think this is book 2 possibly in the Redemption Hills series. I think you can read them all as standalones, hopefully, but yeah, this sounds like a very interesting premise that I'm excited to know more about. Next, we have The Game Plan by Macaulay Smeltzer. This is another book that I got months later after it was already delivered, but I'm very excited about this. I have read, I believe, one other Macaulay Smeltzer book, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm also not the string hanging out of the book, the hockey player and somebody who works for his professional hockey team. And this is another fake dating romance, which you guys know I absolutely eat up every single time. She needs him. It's like a good girl bad boy trope or whatever. The media has painted him out to be a super bad boy, and she is an extra good girl, and apparently they both need to kind of reverse the roles, and so they fake date, and it should be fun. I love a sports romance right now. I'm in my sports girl romance era, and it's honestly exhausting, like, because I know that I would never be with an athlete in real life. I don't think I would. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I don't think I would. So it's exhausting to love them so much, and I'm like, I go to a game and I'm like, you're really cute, but I'm not doing it. And all the sports romances that I've ever read in my life have just been like flashing through my head as I watch a game. Like, it's annoying. But I'm very excited to read this. Thank you so much, Valentine PR, and I'm excited to give Macaulay Smeltzer another try. I remember really enjoying the book that I read from her. I think it was Sweet Dandelion, so hopefully this one is as good. We're running out of space here. It's okay, we are almost done. The next 2 books are a part of a series. I read the second one and I loved it so much, and they sent me the third one, and that is Man Candy by Vanessa Vale. This is book 2 in her On a Manhunt series, and I loved it so much. First of all, the camera is not picking up how gorgeous this cover is. Yeah, it is stunning. I absolutely love the cover on this. So this is a reverse age gap. The woman is older, not by a lot, I believe. He's a professional hockey player. It's a small town romance, and she is a undercover romance author. Like, no one in her small town knows, because like I said, it's a very small town. She doesn't want to be at the grocery store getting groceries and then somebody's thinking about the dirtiest smut that she just wrote. She is also very single, and that's something that she wants to change. She is a hopeless romantic, and for years she's had this list of what she wanted her husband to be, and so these two actually met in the first book. her sister marries his brother, and from the moment that he saw the hero, saw the heroine, he was like, she's gonna be my wife, I need her in my life. And so he spends this off season in this small town with her. It's just so good. The chemistry is amazing. Also, this book was so funny. Like, it's been a while since I really laughed out loud at a book, and this book made me do it. And it also kind of becomes a roommate romance because something happens to her house and he offers her a place to stay. So yeah, just imagine all that. One bed trope. It's phenomenal, so good, and I would highly recommend. That leads me to Man Cave that was recently sent to me in a really nice PR package with a tote bag. It was super cute with really cute stickers. And this is the third book. I believe this is the final book. Each book follows a different brother. First one was a like billionaire. I think they're all pretty rich, but he does something in business. The second one was a hockey player, and he is a doctor. He moves into the small town because each of his brothers lives in this small town. He decides he's gonna quit being a like big shots doctor in this huge hospital, and he's going to be kind of like a general practitioner in this small town. It reminds me of, what's that one show with the Hartleys, and she's like, it's the girl from the OC and she moves to the small town. Now I'm gonna want to rewatch it. I don't know, but it is such a good show. If you like a small town I'm gonna have the picture go up here because it's gonna drive me crazy, but it reminds me of that. She becomes like the small town doctor for the small town, and so he does that, and the heroine is actually the best friend of the heroine in the first and second book. I've already started it, as you can see, and I'm really enjoying it so far. She doesn't know that he is now the small town doctor, and she goes in to get like an examination, a pelvic exam, and he's there, and she's like, oh crap. And they've met previously in the other two books because obviously her best friends are dating his brothers. Anticipating, really enjoying this book. She is not that experienced at all, and she wants him to change that. I just think it's gonna be so fun. And Vanessa Vale, I can totally see becoming a new favorite author of mine because so far I've just been eating up the books that I've read from her. So these were the books that I hauled today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a big like and a comment down below. If you have recently hauled a book, ebook, audiobook, physical book, let me know in the comments below what it was. I need books to read and I need to be inspired, so tell me it all below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Friday with the new recommendation video. Love you guys. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you and me.